What's going on, guys? Antonio here. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up for me, and let's get into it. All right, so we are on Entertainment Weekly, and Deadpool and Wolverine reclaims its box office throne as The Crow and Blink Twice stumble into theaters. Xenomorphs and Channing Tatum are no match for Wade Wilson. At least according to the summer box office, Deadpool and Wolverine has officially claimed its #1 spot in theaters despite being 5 weeks into its run and suffering an estimated 39% earnings drop. The Marvel film is sitting pretty with a domestic haul of $18.3 million, reports Comscore. While its domestic total is already a whopping $577 million, the movie is enjoying even more success on a global scale, where it has soared beyond the $1 billion mark, claiming the title of highest grossing R-rated film of all time, and stuck the superhero landing with a $1.2 billion total. All right, so the biggest thing here is that The Crow bombed. And I told people, I mentioned this multiple times, I love The Crow. I'm a comic book fan. James O'Barr, all that. James O'Barr created The Crow. And that was the big thing for me. When they released the trailer, you could go on the page, I think it was the Lionsgate page where on YouTube where they released the Crow trailer, it had a considerable amount of thumbs down on that trailer versus the positive. And when you went in the when you actually went to the trailer comment section, people were like, "What is this?" They didn't understand it. And trust me, now obviously YouTube did not exist when the Brandon Lee Crow came out. But when they released that Brandon Lee Crow trailer, people were excited. I mean, he was obviously gone. He was no longer with us. And we weren't sure what they were going to be able to salvage from his death. But they were able to get a complete movie. It was a lot of the stuff that they had to continue to shoot with a stunt double on the original Crow movie was like a lot of the action scenes and stuff like that. So I've seen some behind the scenes where they had the stunt man, just dressed as Brandon Lee, that he completed the scenes and then they used computer effects and did a face swap out so that we could get a full performance. And I always loved that original Crow movie, but yeah, that trailer for the new Crow, it just didn't, I was like, that is not what I was hoping for. Especially with William Skarsgård. I enjoy William Skarsgård's work, and that movie just was like, yeah, something ain't right. But the fact, that Deadpool and Wolverine is back on top, it was it generated $1 billion in revenue in just 3 weeks. Last week, it got replaced as the #1 movie when Alien Romulus came in at #1, but it was #2. And now Alien Romulus is #2. And of course, Deadpool and Wolverine is back on top. When I'm in my little nerd groups and stuff and we're talking about comics, I've got friends of mine that I talk to in these groups. They've gone to see Deadpool and Wolverine like 2 or 3 times this summer. So I'm sitting there going, now I haven't, me and my wife was like, do you want to go see it again? And I was like, I enjoyed it, but I don't want to, there's so many other movies. Like we're wanting to go see Beetlejuice, and, there's a couple of movies that are coming out later this year that we're looking forward to seeing. And I'm like, I haven't gone to, the only time, what was it, Terminator 2, way back. I saw that twice in the theaters. And there's only a handful of movies. Oh, yeah, and Revenge of the Sith, when Star Wars Revenge of the Sith came out, I went to see that twice. There's only a handful of movies I've gone to see more than once in the theaters. But I did go to see Deadpool and Wolverine and loved it. It was just fantastic. And this Blink Twice, the Channing Tatum, Zoe Kravitz thing, well, at least Channing Tatum is in the #1 movie in the country. But the Blink Twice thing, I had been, him and Zoe Kravitz are engaged, and they're, so he starred in this movie for her. It's her directorial debut, and apparently, it didn't do what they thought it was going to do. But there are rumors that Marvel is talking to Channing about doing a Gambit movie that he was supposed to do like 10 years ago, which is kind of crazy. So the Gambit movie was supposed to come out like a decade ago. Things fell apart. And then he shows up as Gambit in Deadpool and Wolverine. And they're like, maybe you guys want to come and do a Gambit movie, since people seem to like you as Gambit. So my thing is, I'm kind of a little, because I saw some other people in the different groups talking about, Channing's age. It's not that he's in bad shape, but he's not in as good a shape as he was. He don't look like Magic Mike. That was something that I saw some people talking about. Yeah, he's in his 40s now, and he's, like I said, he's not fat, but you can tell he's not. He might have a little beginnings of a spare tire, trying to get back into full shape to be Gambit. But I thought he did a good job, and it would have been nice to see a young Gambit that actually is good. But I thought he took the action scenes and stuff very seriously. And like I said, I like Deadpool and Wolverine. I just, same with Wesley Snipes. You can tell Wesley Snipes is noticeably older, but I mean, he's in his 60s now. He's not the same guy that was playing the young Blade. I mean, you got to think about Blade came out over, about 25 years ago. Blade's been out for a while. Well, it came out in 99, I think, something like that. But anyway, Deadpool and Wolverine's back on top. Have you seen it? If you did, get in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. We're so close to 3,000. I need you. I want your Facebook, Instagram. I'm on X. I'm on Threads, all at Ikari Press. Type in IkariPress.com. It will take you to my comic book brand, Way of the Gun. I've got the link to that and my Gumroad in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out.